Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Forgotten Camel, and welcome back to another Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Today we are doing a sort of part 2 of Dwarves versus Orcs, and this is sort of a last stand type of thing. Before they go into the city, it was decided that the Dwarves did not want to take the battle into the city, but take it into this from the canyon and into this like wide open field here. So technically this is like attack and defend sort of thing. So first off, I do hope that does not kill any of the ogres. But first off, our dwarves are here to stop the advance of the ogres, and they are basically, these guys are meant to be as canyon fodder, to be honest. Also, the final line, these are supposed to be elite Dwarven soldiers. They have, I believe, 600 health, and do quite a bit more damage, despite being outnumbered. But the other team has about 1,500 ogres on them, and about 25,000 orcs. So this, hopefully it's even. I did add 50 catapults, because dwarves like to use such and such artillery. And they do have some allies with them. This time they have 1,000 archers, which will probably help them, but they still have to deal with the ogres. And of course, the first line is meant to slow the attack and not completely stop them. They just, like, the first line is supposed to keep them bottlenecked in this area. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start the battle. And of course, I am going into slow-mo. It's always nice to see battles like this. I do especially like the glint you see on the armor of the dwarves. Occasionally, it looks like you see a glint on them. Yes, that's definitely a glint. That's pretty amazing. And I do really like seeing the archer fire here. This is definitely worth another screenshot. Once again, I had to say I very much love this game. And so the ogres should be packing quite a punch against the dwarves. But since there are 1,000 archers, that's, the ogres only have 2,000 health, so they're going to be picked off pretty quickly. But the ogres are getting quite a few kills. There are only 500 ogres, and they are, definitely earning their pay. So, looks like they've taken out about 1,000 already. The dwarves look like they may not be able to completely stop them from being stuck in the canyon, but the orcs still have to run the risk of avalanches. This is probably one of the reasons why the dwarves chose to live around in this area, is because it's a very good defense. And of course the ogres, they're going to die. They're going to get slaughtered by those rocks. Poor things. And they took out like a couple of dozen of them. It's unfortunate. Hopefully we'll get enough ogres through. And the ogres are still racking up the kills. That's about... I sent in 15,000 dwarves to go fight the ogres. And the ogres, there were 500, and they took out 2,500 already. So they took out, it looks like, 5 times the amount dwarves took out. But now it is now the dwarves are desperately trying to get these ogres into a bottleneck so that they get stuck in the Avalanche Canyon. And of course, let's go into cinematic mode. A couple of orcs are getting through as well. Oh, that was... I did not expect that to fall there. It looks like it took out... that rock took out more dwarves than ogres. Wow, I did not expect that to fall so far back. Wow, just a huge amount of troops are getting through as well. Used to be, when I was doing zombies here, it would be only like 2 at a time. And that was really annoying for me. But these dwarves are making very good progress, I have to say. I don't expect them, I'm not expecting them to win, but if they do, I'll be very surprised and also kind of disappointed because I really want to use the final line of defense. Of course, they're technically supposed to be a last resort. But these dwarves are definitely resilient. And once again, here comes more rocks. I have a feeling that the Avalanche is going to be, like, do the same thing it did to the dwarves. Just totally devastate the army before they can move into attack. And it looks like they're getting pretty slow progress compared to last time. Once again, that's 15,000 dwarves. I set 5,000 elite dwarves over here, so there should be only about let's see, we have about 11,000 of these guys left. But these ogres are definitely getting slaughtered by that arrow fire. Unfortunately, these guys are just getting crushed by that Avalanche Canyon. And they still have a lot of ogres on them. Even if the dwarves manage to push the orcs and ogres back, they too will have to deal with the avalanches because it's not friendly, I have to tell you. Avalanche Canyon does not pick favorites. And the dwarves are really eager to get in to avenge the fallen comrades that were just devastated by the orc scouts. And wow. Just look at those rocks just smashing into the army. It's because of that that the orc army is being pushed back. Otherwise, I mean, the dwarves would die a lot quicker otherwise. But it appears that the dwarves still have quite, I mean, the orcs still have quite a few soldiers on them. And pretty soon, hopefully, they'll be able to reach the archers that have been just slaughtering them. I set in like 1,000 archers. It might be a little bit overkill. It is interesting to see the dwarves push for a change, like just push the enemy back. Compared to the last battle, the dwarves were being pushed back and just basically decimated. They got pushed back all the way towards Avalanche Canyon, but they only stopped them towards the end, which is why the rest of the dwarves were able to completely stop them in their tracks, and this army to stop them from completely entering it. They just had to wait. But look at that. A lot of the dwarves are... I want to get a screenshot of the dwarves, like, pushing them from the sides. See that? Because I want to get that same thing that I saw before. They're not doing it, unfortunately, but I'd really like to see that. Okay, here comes a few. So I want to get a screenshot of them. See, I want to see a whole platoon of these troops. See that? I want to see a whole platoon of these troops, like, ignoring a few of the enemy and just going past and going after the... just picking some in the flank. Like the orcs did. Well, the dwarves are definitely trying to flank the enemy. That's for sure. But it looks like they can't push them anymore. So let's check the statistics. It looks like the orc army still outnumbers them, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to... Even if they defeat this enemy, it doesn't look like they'll be able to overwhelm the main army. In fact, it looks like they've managed to completely stop the dwarves in their tracks from pushing them back. So it looks like 6,000 or 6,300 of the dwarves were taken out. This is still a very slow battle, and I think it will continue to be a slow battle. Wow, that's a lot of troops trying to get through, though. Look at that. And of course, here comes another avalanche. Luckily, it didn't do as much damage as the other falling rocks did. I mean, there's seemingly no end to these ogres, though. I sent in like 1,000 of them, and they just keep coming. And maybe it's because they're just so huge. Oh, and once again, the dwarves are pushing from their flanks. It's always nice to see. I'm going to take a few screenshots of that. You see that? And wow, they're creating a wall. Look at that. I don't think you're hitting anyone just by bashing at the air. Hopefully the archer fire will lessen because of that little wall right there. But these dwarves are definitely swarming the army. And pretty soon, on the left flank, they won't be. Because it's starting to limit itself now. Again, dwarves just swarming in from the flanks. I like that the AI is a lot smarter now and just flanking the enemy. I really need to find a good place to get a screenshot or use for a thumbnail. I need a good thumbnail here. Ooh, and some of the dwarves are actually inside. There's just complete turmoil in the battlefield. Oh yeah, this is good for a thumbnail. This one right here. It looks like the last of the ogres are pushing through. Well, maybe not the last. There's still a few, two of them over there. But look at the size of this army right here. It'd be nice. It would be really nice if these orcs would push through the flank. I don't want to bother with doing that because I have very, very bad luck with pushing from the rear. I think the majority of the ogres were slaughtered by the Avalanche, which is unfortunate. Look at this. The dwarves are actually underneath the pile of bodies. And I see a few bodies of archers as well. In fact, it looks like most of the archers have pushed. Well, maybe not most, but maybe half of them have pushed forward to, like, to take out the army. And there's a lot of cons to what these archers are doing. There's some pros, but there are quite a few cons. And there are still 1,100 dwarves pushing, and pretty soon all of the ogres will have been killed in the ensuing battle. A single ogre will survive this day once again. Don't kill my ogres! No! Ogre! No! And of course, one of those rocks decides that they want to fly. This area is cleared now. I want to take a look at this. It's really nice to see ensuing battlefields. It's like where the battles just change so often. And this is like one main battle, and then the dwarves just push them back. They push them back really hard. And that's about all of the ogres too. This is not going to be fun for the orcs, I can tell you that. In fact, well, I wonder if they will be able to win. Despite being able to do more damage and, like, having more health than you, they're still pushing them back. It's insane. And it's already 3 p.m. This battle's been going on for like 2 days already. Almost 2 days. I think probably about 14,000 orcs will be engaging the 5,000 elite Dwarven troops, along with its general. And they'll of course be facing 50 catapults as well. So it will not be friendly towards the orcs. And in comes another avalanche. I'm going to keep it right here in the hopes that they get killed by an avalanche. Come on. And of course it doesn't. Yeah, pretty soon these orcs are going to get bottlenecked. In fact, they pretty much already are. Once again, another archer falls to an orc sword. Oh! Finally, it looks like the orcs get a break. The avalanche just falls in to kill like many of the the dwarves, and especially archers, and that was a pain in the neck for them. That had to have taken out like 100 or so. There are about 3,000 of these guys left too. And of course, here comes another avalanche. Maybe the orcs will get a break again. And of course they do. Small break, but a break nonetheless. And here, just like more orcs get slaughtered. Orcs still getting pushed back though. And here comes another avalanche. I have to say this battle is probably going to be a bit more than 40 minutes. Oh, it looks like the dwarves suffer most of the damage from that side, but orcs, it's just not getting much of a break. I like getting these angles where it looks like you're peering over a hill to watch the battlefield. And of course, it looks like a very, very large number of the dwarves are going to get slaughtered here. Oh, even more of them. Pretty soon the orcs will be allowed to push the enemies. I'm quite eager to see what will happen in the ensuing battle with the elites and the orcs. In comes another avalanche. Hopefully this will break the advance of the Dwarven army. Hopefully. Because we really need those orcs to advance. More dwarves are getting slaughtered by the huge boulders falling from the Avalanche Canyon. In fact, it looks like the dwarves are getting less troops than they did before. Their reserves are being depleted. Still quite a few dwarves pushing. Of course, this battle is going a lot longer than it should, which means I'll probably be skipping a few parts. But I do like watching these guys get slaughtered by rocks. I don't know, something about seeing people get crushed by rocks is just fascinating to me. What's this line here? It must be ogres. Come on! Push on to Avalanche Canyon. Get yourself slaughtered. You know you want to die to a rock. Of course, it looks like my assumption is correct. About 14,000 orcs will be engaging the elite army. And still, quite a few of them are going to get slaughtered by Avalanche Canyon. Ooh, ooh, ow, that's gotta hurt. And once again, it's daylight. It has to have been 4 days of battling. Or probably about 400 or so, maybe 300 archers left. I mean, this whole place is painted with dead bodies. Once again, here comes another rock. Ooh, right down the center. Okay, it looks like the orcs finally had their chance to push. That's the final advance of the dwarves. Like, that's the final wave. And of course, insult to injury. Here comes more rocks to slaughter the orcs. Looks like a majority of them will hit the orcs, but some of them will probably hit the dwarves as well. Yep. In fact, this will break the Dwarven line, and the orcs will push. And yep, that's 14,000 troops. And okay, now I'm going to skip to the part to where they engage in the battle. So I'm watching the battle in the grass. The orcs are almost reaching the line, and there they are. The forward party of orcs. This is the first wave. The catapults are already firing. Here's the general, watching from a very good viewpoint of the enemy, I must say. It seems like a lot of the orcs are getting slaughtered before they can reach the enemy. Of course, like I said, the Dwarves has a they're like the elite of Dwarves, not like the orcs. They are basically, even though they're bred for war, they're not as tough of the elite trained. They are not like the orc general's personal army, which will happen in the ensuing battle. And by ensuing in the next battle, as these are, I guess, tiered battles, you could say. As you know, the orc army finally has a foothold in the canyon. Now they don't have to, they have less to worry about getting pushed back from Avalanche Canyon and dying there. Now all the dwarves can do is defend their entrance to the sea, and there's an imaginary entrance right there through the forest. Dwarves, despite having a very large amount of health, still getting slaughtered by the orcs. Oh, I think I know why so many of the dwarves are getting killed. The orcs actually have a longer range than the dwarves do, which puts the dwarves at a little bit of a disadvantage. They can only attack one at a time. Order a few to... See, they have 600 health, it's just that they don't have a good... well, anything, I must say. So I am going to bring these troops and have them engage. In fact, let's grab a few more of you. And let's go. Of course, I'm not going to engage them. These dwarves are going to do that. Attack! Move in and attack! It's nice to see that the elites are running around killing these guys. In fact, it looks like a lot of them are like pushing them towards their flank. I'm getting major lag here as well. No idea what these guys are doing, but it's working. In fact, it looks like the elite army is overwhelming the troops. Of course, it looks like this small platoon of I wouldn't say platoon. Let's what would you call it? A division? No. Battalion. This battalion of troops is pushing the orcs back a little. At least to the point where the orcs can get slaughtered by the you-know-what. Excuse me, that's rude. And I am about to die. At least I got a few kills in. Of course, it looks like these dwarves will be killed. So I realized that the orcs appear to be at, I mean the dwarves are at an extreme disadvantage from holding, so I'm going to have to get a few of the troops to attack. I really don't understand what some of these dwarves are doing. But I have got to get them to engage because I'm sitting down and twiddling their thumbs. Their thumbs is just going to get them all killed. Did he stop? Looks like the army stopped for some stupid odd reason. Why? Okay, this time I should get a few of the troops to push them back. In fact, they're getting quite a few kills, the Dwarven elites. I got about 400 troops ready to engage the orcs. Dwarves still getting pretty much slaughtered by the sheer number of orcs coming in. Okay, so apparently I had to get these dwarves to attack because, well, honestly, they were sitting ducks just sitting around. These dwarves are made for attacking, not defending. Because when they were sitting around, they were just like, they couldn't reach the enemy, and so they were just getting slaughtered. And the catapults were the only things that are just about doing anything. Yeah, but this is the first wave of elite Dwarven troops set to engage the enemy. Once these guys are close to getting slaughtered, I will send another wave of Dwarven troops. Well, Okay, since this battle is just going on for a lot longer than I expected, I think I'm going to have to end it on a stalemate. Because, wow, just look at this battle. It's just going on for a long time, and the orcs are just going to have to fall back and regroup. This is going to have to be a stalemate. Technically, this would be a victory for the dwarves, but I'm going to put it in as a stalemate. And the next battle, it'll be elite dwarves versus, I guess, elite orcs, I guess, and some of the regular orcs. And I will leave it at that. Anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoyed this battle, and I hope that you will also come see the next battle as well, because look at the amount of troops that are on the field. In fact, let me just nuke the place. I'm going to nuke it. The end. And of course, technically the orcs didn't die, they just fell back. So, anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thank you and good day.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.